Howdy out there. I'm in Keyport, New Jersey. Yes, I grew up in Union Beach, but Keyport was like my stomping ground when I was a teenager and young adult. I love Keyport. So I'm going to show you guys this house. It's a two-family duplex, side by side. It's on the market for $335,000. Caught my eye because of the price. Today's market, $335,000 for a duplex. Looks like it's a pretty good deal. I checked to make sure that it's still active, and it is still active. Let me show you the house. This isn't something that really is in my wheelhouse right now because it's a turnkey property. Like, the seller's going to get the CO for the property. There's already tenants in the property. For someone else that wants to invest in real estate and not have to do the rehabs like I do and stuff like that, this could be a fantastic opportunity. That's the house, the beige yellow one. Side by side, two-story. I'm not sure what they're getting for rent, but like I said, it's on the market for $335,000. I mean, it could definitely use some improvements. Across the street, this house is under contract. It's a duplex also, $355,000. So, like I said, if you guys are interested in getting into real estate as an investment, but you don't want to go out there and swing a hammer and do a rehab and stuff, that duplex, I read the numbers before I came out, it would make one heck of an investment. So, here's the numbers that I read for you. I don't know what they're getting for rent, and I don't even know the square feet or anything like that, but the rental market is hot, just like it's a seller's market. I'm going to guesstimate that each side's getting at least $1,800 a month. The numbers that I ran with like an 80% loan to value, coming up with between $65,000 and $85,000 for a down payment, you'd be making positive cash flow on that of like $1,000 a month. It's a sweet deal. There's a couple other options that you can also do if you were going to get into a place like that. One of the things that I have a goal as far as with real estate is to leave like a legacy, I guess you would say, for my kids. I want to leave my kids some property so that they have some positive cash flow when I pass. And I know that there's parents out there that are holding on to whatever money they have so that they can leave their kids an inheritance. But you know, this might be a great opportunity to watch your kids benefit from money maybe you put aside for them while you're alive. I'll give you a for instance. Let's say there's a parent out there that has some kids and they have the $60,000 to $80,000 in an investment account or something like that. You're not really that sure about giving your kids the money, but you do want to see them succeed. This could be a property for you. What you could do is you can get the loan in your name and your kid's name. You can enjoy the tax benefits from the property, and you could work something out with your kids for as far as the appreciation on the property, the maintenance of the property, and everything else. And I mean, that thing is going to increase in value like crazy over the next couple of years. And in the meantime, there's $1,000 positive cash flow coming in. Whenever I run numbers or I'm talking about numbers, I try to make it as, digestible, if that's the word, as possible, making it as simple as possible. But my mind goes into like this creative kind of a phase where I think some people look at me like, what are you talking about? But like on that duplex, there's a bunch of different things that you could do in order to safeguard your own money, and also like in the scenario that I gave you guys with your kids. So let's say somebody came up with $75,000 in that house. There's room for improvement in that house as far as value. Somebody comes up with $75,000, you take ownership of the property. I wouldn't keep the tenants in there. I'd get some new tenants in there, increase the rent, whatever the rent they're paying right now. They've been in there for years, jack up the rent a little bit, get some positive cash flow in there. You make some improvements on the property, and after holding it for a year, you get a new appraisal on the property. So let's say you get it for $335,000 at the list price, and let's say with some nice cosmetic work in there, let's say you put another, $10,000 worth of work into it to make it look really nice, and you get an appraisal after you have that loan in place for a year, and it appraises for, I'm guessing, don't take my word for it, but I am guesstimating a year from now that thing is going to appraise for maybe $380,000. You could refinance the property, take the majority of the money that you invested into the property, and you got very little money in there. You're leveraged, and it's just a great investment. Let me anticipate some pushback from someone that has the money. Like, well, I'm not really that sure. I got my money tied up in this 401k, or I got my money tied up in this investment or these stocks. Well, all I'm saying is you'd have to verify the numbers, of course, that I'm giving you. But if you're not making $1,000 a month on, let's say, $75,000 that you have invested someplace, which I'm almost sure you're not, then this is a better investment than where you have your money currently. Well, Harry, how am I going to safeguard that, I still have an interest in the property? You get the loan in your name. If something happens, you could sell the property later on, and you could probably make money on it. Very hard to get hurt on a duplex making that kind of cash flow each month. So, I'm only throwing this out there because, well, one of the reasons why is because I was thinking, today would have been my dad's birthday, 78 years old. Matter of fact, my mom and dad got married on his 18th birthday, and they would have been married for 60 years today. 60 years, whew. And I was thinking there was a joke as my father was going along, and he said, I'm going to die in debt, so you and your sisters don't fight over the money. Well, it was close to that. I got so much more off of my parents than money, so I'm not here to complain. I'm just saying that I have a little bit different take on things, and as I talk about accumulating wealth or becoming wealthy or money or real estate and stuff, yeah, I like doing that. It's like a game, it's competition for me, and I like nice things. But in the back of my mind, I am thinking about the kids I have and, leaving them, like I said, a legacy. Some property that's generating positive cash flow for them makes their life a little easier. I'm not making their life that easy right now. But when I pass, let's say I got 25, 35, 100 houses being run from a management company, generating positive cash flow, makes their life easy and my grandkids' life easy, and it's just a goal of mine. So if anybody's out there in a position where they could do something like that, this might be a property of interest. If you are interested in it, I'd love running numbers for you. See you later.